We have some of the biggest players in the space buying hundreds of millions of dollars of decentralized AI cryptocurrencies. We have venture capitalists talking about DynamicTao. And so it is time to be locked in on the cryptocurrency markets. Be paying attention to what is happening as we are getting very close to a massive move on many cryptocurrencies. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. And so let's go ahead and take a look here at the chart for DynamicTao. Currently just under $400. And we can see this has been consolidating here for quite some time. We have been trading between this range here of $200 and $700, and I do think this is going to be breaking to the upside here based on some events that are going to be coming up over the next couple of weeks. We have a lot of big events coming up for DynamicTao this month. We have DynamicTao that is going to be going live over the next couple of weeks. That is going to be reducing the number of emissions for Tao, which I think is very bullish moving forward. And in addition to that, we also have Coinbase that may be listing Tao as well. And so if you're interested in buying Tao right now, you can check out the link underneath the video to Weex exchange. They have spot and futures trading on the platform, and there is no KYC required. They also have an event going on right now with 0% maker fees. And so if that is of interest to you, make sure to check out that link underneath the video. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this post here from Barry Silbert, the CEO of Digital Currency Group, which is a parent company of Grayscale. And so Barry was talking about Bitcoin in the early days, back in 2012. And now he is talking about DynamicTao. And so we're going to be taking a look at this here. He mentions that we are on the threshold of another transformative shift, decentralized AI. And so he wrote that the evolution from digital ownership of assets to decentralized ownership of intelligence in DynamicTao as the World Wide Web of AI. Similar to Bitcoin, DynamicTao is open, transparent, and community-driven, and as we learned from Bitcoin, early revolutions look complicated on their surface, but therein lies tremendous potential. And so if we go ahead and take a look at the price of Tao, right, it seems very expensive, currently at $393 per token. However, this is very similar to Bitcoin. If we take a look at the information from Barry here, we can see that DynamicTao is a decentralized open network where anyone can create, train, and access AI made possible by DynamicTao's token Tao, which shares the following attributes with Bitcoin: a set cap of 21 million tokens with a halving every 4 years. The first halving for DynamicTao is going to be coming up here at the end of the year, around December 6th, less than 300 days away. We can also see that DynamicTao stakeholders are rewarded Tao for their contributions, very similar to Bitcoin with the mining that takes place. No venture capital rounds, no ICOs, no allocations to team members or advisors, and this was fair launch token from a white paper. And so we can see, however, unlike Bitcoin, which provides incentives strictly to miners to secure the network, the 7,200 Tao that get generated every day are split among the various shareholder types that contribute to the utility of the network. And so I think that's something else that's very bullish. And so we can see down here, he mentions that a lot of people do not understand DynamicTao. And I'll be honest with you, I do not fully understand DynamicTao. I've done a lot of research on it. However, it is very complex. Very similar to how Bitcoin was back in 2012. A lot of people did not understand Bitcoin. It took 10 years for people to understand Bitcoin and jump on board. Right? And so this could be the early stages of Bitcoin for the AI sector. And so it's definitely something to be paying attention to, right? As I mentioned, Barry Silbert here has been talking about DynamicTao here for over a year. And now he is writing articles on it and comparing it to Bitcoin. And so definitely something to be paying attention to here. We also have Coinbase potentially listing DynamicTao here as they have added it to their roadmap. And so this could be listed here by the end of the month. That's something else that could be very bullish as well, since this is a more difficult asset to purchase, since this is not listed on a lot of exchanges yet. And so in addition to that, we also have venture capitalists talking about DynamicTao as well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this video clip.
Most of us can kind of pile on, but the other version is much more distributed, and I'll say a dirty word here, but I think it matters. Like, it's like this Web3 model does actually apply here, where there are some really interesting early adventures in crowdsourcing technical completion I would encourage you to look at a project that I'm starting to focus a little bit on called BitTensor. And I was like, what is this thing? And it's basically a thing where you go and solve technical problems and produce features that people require, that need, and you get paid in this underlying currency.
And so, like I mentioned, we have venture capitalists talking about it. We have Barry Silbert with Grayscale, that was one of the first adopters of Bitcoin, talking about BitTensor. And so I definitely think this is something to be paying attention to, right? The AI sector is going to continue to get more and more attention. Donald Trump mentioned that AI is going to be a focus moving forward. They're going to be putting millions, if not billions of dollars into the AI sector. And so this is definitely going to be a leader and is going to have a huge impact on the AI sector. Now, I do not ever see this taking over the market cap of Bitcoin. However, I think there is much more upside potential than where it is currently trading right now. And so if I take a look at this here, we can see that BitTensor is currently trading number 36 out of all cryptocurrencies at a market cap right around $3.3 billion and trading just under $400. Now, I think moving forward, this could easily be a top 10 cryptocurrency, putting it above a $30 billion market cap, about 10 times where it is currently trading right now, which would put the price of BitTensor around $4,000. And so I do think there's a lot of upside potential for this based on what they are building and what Barry Silbert from Grayscale is saying about BitTensor. And so I do personally believe that Tao is going to be a leader in the space. And so this could be like buying Bitcoin in the early phases. And so in addition to that, we also have DynamicTao launching here over the next couple of weeks. This just got voted on and passed. And so we're going to have DynamicTao, which is going to reduce the amount of emissions. And so instead of just having a constant number of emissions of Tao, that's going to fluctuate depending on the usage of a lot of these different subnets. Right now there's 64 subnets. However, that's going to continue to increase as there's more and more subnets created. I believe it's every 5.5 days, a new subnet will be created. And so that's something else to be paying attention to. This is very bullish for the AI sector in BitTensor. As more and more subnets continue to build on the BitTensor ecosystem, this is only going to continue to increase the price of Tao moving forward. And so if you enjoyed this content and found this information to be helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Also, make sure to check out that link underneath the video to Weex Exchange if you're interested in purchasing Tao. They do have spot and futures trading on the platform, and they do have that promotion going on right now where there is 0% maker fees. And so, thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.